Okay, so we're gonna get right here.
I'm on that one.
Yes. Welcome! Everybody give a hand to Rob Pryor! Yes. He's internationally known, touring around the world. Incredible man. He's listening to music right now. He can't even hear me. All right. How's everyone doing? Good.
What am I doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I don't know. I needed a place to go, and there was an open door, and I walked in, and next thing I know, here I am.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here.
I can't see them. I see a whole dark thing. There are people back there, huh?
Just a few.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, so Stan, one of the biggest questions that we all have is, how did this start? How did getting into the comic industry, how did that all begin?
I wanted to be a writer, so when I was a teenager, I decided I ought to work for a publishing company because writers work for publishers. So I looked around. There was one small company that was looking for an assistant, and I felt, okay, I can assist somebody. I went to apply. I think it was called Timely Publications, and they had all kinds of magazines. They had sports books, romance stories, movie stories, and they also had a couple of comic books that nobody paid any attention to. And that was where they needed the assistant. The comic book department was run by two guys you may have heard of, Joe Simon and Jack Kirby.
Of course, yeah.
So I walked up there, and I said, hey, can I be your assistant? So they said, sure, why not? All you have to do is go down to the drugstore every lunch hour and bring us lunch, sandwiches. And then after we finish inking pages, take a big eraser and erase the pages so the pencil lines come off. And that was my big job. And I loved it because it was easy. But after a while, they needed a new sentence written or a new dialogue balloon. They weren't happy with it. And they'd say, hey, kid, it took them a while to learn my name. Hey, kid, could you write a new sentence here or something? So I did. And the sentences that I wrote were apparently okay. They used them. So before I knew it, I was writing sentences. Then they asked me to write a little story, and I wrote the story. And then I never know why it happened, but one day they weren't there anymore. They had either been fired or quit. I never knew why or how. But the publisher came into me and he said, you're the only guy left in the department. Do you think you can handle things till I hire a grown-up? I was about 17. So, when you're 17, what do you know? I said, sure, I can handle it.
Yeah.
So he forgot to hire the grown-up, apparently. I'd been there ever since. And that's how it started. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! Wow.
And I ended up later on working with Jack Kirby, who, of course, was a genius. And I got to meet Joe Simon later. He stopped working with Jack, but he was still a great guy. So I was lucky in the beginning. I ended up knowing some of the best people. And after that, more and more great artists and writers. And after a while, I was totally overshadowed by the greatness of those guys. So ask me another question.
All right.
That's why we're here, you see. I know you're all wondering, what's he doing up here? I'm supposed to answer questions, and they better be easy.
All right, we'll see if the next one's easy. So how did Spider-Man come about? What was the inspiration?
I love the word inspiration. Just an idea I had. But anyway, I had done a few other books, the Fantastic Four,
yes,
and maybe the X-Men. I can't remember the order of them. But my idiot publisher came into me, and he wasn't very bright. And he said, hey, can you make up a new hero? We're doing pretty good. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
So I saw a fly crawling on the wall. And when you do a superhero, the first thing you have to do is find a new original superpower. But everything's been done, strength, speed, stuff like that. But I saw this fly on the wall, and I said, what if I could have a superhero that could stick to walls like an insect? So, okay, now I needed a name for him. So I thought Insect Man, Fly Man, Mosquito Man, none of them worked. And then I got down to Spider-Man. Oh, boy, that was the perfect name.
That worked out well.
Excuse me. I got so excited, I swallowed my gum. Damn it, and that cost a nickel, too. Anyway, that's how Spidey was born. And luckily, he thrived, and now he's taking care of all of us. That's the way it should be. The child should grow up and take care of his parents. And Spidey has done a pretty good job of that.
Definitely.
What else can I tell you that'll utterly confuse these people?
Utterly confused. Okay, so you've been doing cameos for the past 15 years.
Has it been that long?
It's been 15.
Oh my gosh, yeah, all right.
Yeah, and we all wait for them in the movies, right? Does everyone see Stan in those cameos? Right?
Oh, it's the only reason people go to the movies.
I know, that's why I do. But how did it start? How did that start?
How did it start?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the first one. It was in the X-Men. There was a scene on the beach where a few people were on the beach, and the villain, one of the villains, walks onto the sand and walks past everybody, and everybody kind of looks at him like, wow. So in order to keep it realistic, the director wanted somebody on the sand selling hot dogs. So he looked around and he saw me, and he must have thought, there's a guy who could really sell hot dogs. So he gave me a little hot dog thing to wear around my shoulders with some hot dogs. And when the villain walked by from the ocean, I go like this. First I'm selling the hot dogs. Then I see him. I go, ah. And then I watch him as he walks past. And then he faded from sight. And the scene was over. And the director said, you can get the hell out of here now. But that was my cameo. It was in the movie.
You nailed it just now. I was watching you.
What'd you say?
I said you nailed it just now. You did a great job at the...
Nailed it.
Yeah, you nailed it.
I really am. That's the reason I'm sort of the master of these, what do you call these things?
Conference?
I forgot the word.
Cameo.
Cameos. I was testing you and you all flopped. Anyway, the reason I've become the master of the cameo is because I do it so magnificently. People don't realize it's a cameo till it's after it's over, but they figure this must be the most important part of the movie. Look at that guy, how well he's acting. I don't want, modesty forbids me to say more.
So out of all the cameos that you've done, what is your most favorite?
Oh, it has to be the one I did for Thor. Now, what happened there, I was in a bar with Thor, the god of thunder, and he's drinking a Thor type of drink. And I said, hey, let me have some of that, it looks good. And he says, you can't drink this. This is an Asgardian drink. And I said, sure, I can drink it, let me have a sip. So he gives me a sip. And in the next scene, they're carrying me out. Now you're saying to yourself, because I can read minds, you're saying to yourself, why the hell is that his favorite cameo? And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you have no idea why.
I have no idea.
But I'm now going to give you the idea, and you're going to say, that Stan is such a great guy. He never lets me walk away wondering. He always gives me the information. Okay. The reason it's my favorite cameo, and you should have guessed it by now, I'm ashamed of all of you. It was 2 scenes. Not 1, 2 scenes. First, I was there with having the drink, and then I'm being carried out. 2 scenes. When are they going to wise up and give me 3 scenes? All of you look like you're great letter writers. I want you all to contact the powers that be and say it's about time that Stan got 3 scenes in his next cameo. And we'll see how it goes from there. After a while, 4 scenes. After a while, Stan Lee in, and whatever the name of the movie is.
Definitely.
All right.
Hopefully you can do that in my music video.
Pardon me?
I said, hopefully you can do that in my music video.
Oh, yes, I didn't tell you my next big project. This young lady named Rain.
Yes. Yes. My name is Rain.
Is Rain? Well, that's
Yes.
what I said.
No, yeah. I'm saying
Oh,
yes.
I thought you were correcting me.
No, I'm agreeing.
I figured you ought to know
no,
your
I'm
own
agreeing.
name. Rain.
I forgot, and I was like, yes, Rain is my name, yes.
She's my next project. I'm not so dumb. I picked a good-looking one, huh? And you should hear her sing. I'm not going to give an impression, even though I'm a wonderful vocalist myself. I'm not going to give an impression.
He is. Last night he was singing Camelot. Do you remember singing Camelot?
And everybody was applauding, and they were running at me with contracts to sign, but I said, no, this is Rain's moment now.
Listen, I tried to memorize it last night. And I was listening to it over and over, and I was like, I'm going to go on stage and I'm going to sing Camelot.
Well, go ahead.
And Stan's going to be, Camelot. I don't remember it.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
One lousy word and you don't remember? And
Wait, no, you
gonna
sing it. You're such a good
You're
singer.
going to be my next big star?
You sing it. You're such a good singer.
No, the next word is the same word as the first word. It's Camelot, Camelot.
Yes.
Now, you should be able to remember the second word. It's the same as the first word. All right, we'll get to this later on. We have a lot of conferencing to do.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, her name is Rain. Would you like to sing a little something for somebody?
Sure. Oh my gosh. What
Is that
should
the
I
name of
sing?
it?
Yeah, I'll sing Oh My Gosh. Oh my, I'm so excited to be here with you.
I can understand that.
Hey.
Hey, that's very good.
Thank you.
And you'll be hearing a lot more from this young lady. You're probably wondering why I'm being so nice to her, because I want some cameos when she does her feature films starring Rain, right?
Yes, please, please. I'm so excited.
It's
You have no
gonna
idea.
happen.
You saying that is making me, I want to be cool. I'm really trying, but
It's hard
obviously
to be
it's not
cruel
working.
hard to be cruel with me, but you can if you try.
It's
can do.
real hard,
doing a
man.
good
You're the
job.
coolest dude I've ever met. I
True.
think I've ever met.
True, I impressed myself. But you've done a good job, and they're all going to walk away saying, I can't wait to see Rain's first production. She must be good. If Stan said so, he wouldn't lie to us.
Well, you guys get to hear a little bit at the end while we walk out. Hopefully, we're going to put on a little bit of the song as we're
Oh, really?
walking out.
Can I listen too?
You can sure as heck listen. Heck yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Did you get to see Rob over there painting?
I think that thing he's painting of me is so
You can
great.
see up there. See up there?
Why are you pointing there when he's over there?
Because the big camera has it there.
The big camera has it?
Yeah. Oh wait, camera, put it onto the painting itself. There we go. You see that?
And he's over there, and the camera's doing that. It's technical magic. Wow. It's making me look damn good. And why not?
So Stan,
Don't interrupt when a man is painting me. Where did he go? There he is. Do it to music. If you'd like to sing a little something, give him the beat. Rob, you're doing a great job.
he can't hear you. He's listening to music.
As long as it's your music.
I think it is. I think he's listening to my music.
Does he always do that when he paints? He just dances around? He's a very strange guy. But he's really over there. See, that's the miracle of modern science. He's there, I'm looking at him there, and neither of them is paying any attention to me. There I am, there I was.
Stan, you painted on that.
I what?
You painted on that
That's right.
just earlier.
That's right, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to forget things like that, though. I
Do you-
like to be reminded again.
Well, we have 5 minutes left. Do you want to go over there?
5 minutes left for what?
5 minutes left on stage.
You mean after 5 minutes somebody is going to come and
Kick you off.
and remove us?
Yeah.
But they're liable to riot. Do you know what that could cause? The problem that would be, they'll be sitting there saying, what are we going to do without Stan and Rain? Oh, don't take it too hard. There'll be times we'll be back. This isn't the last time. Who's going to come take us? A guy with a white suit?
The guy back there.
We're only allowed a certain amount of minutes up here. Is that the way it works?
Yeah, we have 4 minutes left. But I was going to say, if you want to, what we should do. Oh, actually, this is totally off book, but does anyone have a question that they want to ask? Potentially, if you can scream it out, and I'll ask Stan. What do you think about DC? What a good question. What do you think about DC?
What is a DC?
Yes.
I admit it, I'm good. Another question.
Another question. Favorite comic book you've ever written?
All of them. Every one that I read, I say, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm this good. And then I read another one and I say, I'm even better than I thought I was. No, I don't. I'm not good at favorites. I'm my biggest fan. I just love everything I do. And I better, because I'm not sure anybody else does. At least I need one fan. Next question.
Next question.
What do we got, 3 minutes left?
We got 3 minutes, yeah. Pardon? So, favorite character? Who's your favorite character that you created who's currently on screen? Like the movies.
Well, maybe Thor. I kind of like Thor.
Woo!
I like that hammer of his.
Is anyone excited for Ragnarok?
Ragnarok.
Hell yeah.
Did I make up that word?
Ragnarok.
Yeah, I may have made it. I don't remember, but it's a great word.
It is a great word. I think it's from Norse mythology.
And how about that hammer, huh? Nobody else gave a hero a hammer. They gave him, guns and weapons. I gave him a hammer. I go back to basics. That's what I do.
Your inspiration for Thor was Norse mythology, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It was. Why?
When I first wrote Thor, he was a doctor. He was a lame doctor. And he needed a cane to help him walk. And there was the hammer of Thor with a little message on it saying something like, he who is worthy can lift this hammer. And the little old crippled doctor, he lifted the hammer and he said, oh goodness, I'm Thor. He didn't say it like that. But that's how it happened.
I remember. Yeah.
But they forgot about him being a doctor in following stories. Now he's just the god of thunder.
But originally he was a crippled man.
Yeah.
But he was Thor, and then he went back to Earth, and then he picked it up, and then he remembered that he used to be Thor.
You're a very good explainer. Boy, for a singer, you really know our character.
I know.
Next time I'll sit there and you can sit here. No, she's good. The kid's good. I like good people, good stories, good artists, good people, good minutes. How many of them have we got left?
Yeah, we got 5 seconds, so we're good. We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Okay.
Woo!
Hey, you.
Thank you very much.
Can I say one thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey, stop the art.
Woo!
Okay. All right.